Joining us right now, great pleasure to welcome the Juice Lady. She has written a new book. She's had many bestsellers out there, and this one is called The Juice Lady's Turbo Diet. Lose 10 pounds in 10 days the healthy way. We're joined by Cherie Calbom from the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington today. How are you, Cherie?
Well, doing great, and because I'm juicing.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a very healthy, life-giving thing to do, and energizing, and keeps you healthy and strong, so I can't say enough good about juicing every day.
I'm a fellow juicer. I may not do it every day, but I do it as often as I can. I have one of the older juice machines, but I do the carrot apple quite a bit. I always feel better after I have a carrot apple juice. Is that good for you?
Oh, that's a great juice, and to that I add a lot of dark greens, and you don't know they're there. That's what I always tell people. If you can find a great tasting base for juicing, then you can add a lot of other things that you would normally eat, and you don't even taste them. So oftentimes when I do demonstrations in stores, I do carrot apple, or one of the favorites is carrot apple ginger. It's called the ginger hopper recipe, and you can take that base and add a collard leaf or red Swiss chard leaf, a kale leaf, a stalk of celery, some cucumber, any of those items, and you won't even taste them. You'll still have a great tasting juice, and it's a marvelous way to begin to increase your antioxidants, all those vitamins, minerals, enzymes, micronutrients that the body can absorb so easily and quickly. It's going right into your system. And biophotons, that's a new one. Dr. Mercola wrote about that in the foreword to my book. And biophotons are being measured in tubes. It's the light energy that the plant takes up from the sun, and of course it stores this light energy in the plant. They photographed that in raw plants. In this special photography, they've seen these light rays emanating from raw foods, like raw juices or the raw food, like an apple or a carrot, before anything's cooked. And once it's lightly steamed or cooked, or the juice has been pasteurized, you lose all of those light rays, that light energy.
I wish my mother had a juicer when I was a kid. I wouldn't have had eaten all those terrible vegetables.
All those mushy ones. Overcooked stuff. Yeah,
well, isn't cooking vegetables the worst thing you can do? I've always heard that later on in life. I mean, it cooks most of the nutrients out of it, doesn't it?
It does. Yes, that's why I say if you're going to do something, just very lightly steam it. But I'm really proposing now as a nutritionist more raw into people's diets. That's where people are really seeing a change in their energy, their health. It's promoting weight loss. I've worked now with thousands of people, helping them to get healthy, transform their health, and lose weight if they need to. And it's the raw foods that are really doing the trick. And so when most people cook their vegetables way too much, and they lose most of the vitamins and enzymes, so they're not eating very nutritious food.
I wonder why more people haven't done that before. Is it perhaps the bother of it, I guess? You have to have this, I mean, it doesn't take long, but I mean, people think it may be a bother to do, because when you think of it, you can drink these vegetables, it tastes good. If you put a little, sweet apple in it just to kind of kill some of the taste if you don't like it, wouldn't that be easier for most people to do that?
Oh, it's so easy. And I think you hit on the key as to why they don't. People, it's in the mind. People think, oh, it's going to be just this great big chore, and it's going to be hard to clean up and messy, and it's not, especially if you get a good juicer that's easy to use, just a few parts to clean, parts are dishwasher safe, and a lot of the juicers now have the big wide mouth at the top, so you don't have to cut things up in little pieces, and that makes juicing so much easier. It's just the best way to get all of this nutrition into your diet, and I'm done in 10 minutes from start to finish, from getting the vegetables out of the fridge to juicing to cleanup. Sometimes, if I'm really in a hurry, I can do it in 5 if I really rush. And I know so many people who are starting now on juicing, and juice the night before, put it in a thermos, take it off with them to work, drink it on the way or drink it at work. People who are doing also green smoothies or other smoothies where they juice and maybe pour the juice in a blender, add an avocado, and now you've got an energy drink that is very sustaining. And more people are adopting this way of life because they're finding that they just feel far more vibrant, energetic, their brains are working better, they have better cognition, memory, and focus throughout the day, and people that are getting on this program are losing weight because they're alkalizing their bodies are getting rid of acids that get stored up in fat cells. That's where the body dumps these acid into fat cells and hangs on to the fat cells because the typical American diet is very acidic in its final breakdown in the body, and the body will not let go of fat until there's enough alkaline food in the diet. And the juices are very alkaline. Vegetables are alkaline, fruit, nuts, and seeds and sprouts. That's about it. Everything else in our diet turns to acid in its final breakdown. And that is what causes people to gain weight and not be able to lose weight. It's one of the reasons, anyway. And so that's why I'm such a strong proponent of juicing.
And the juicing will help you lose weight, not for those reasons you gave, but also there's a sense of being full after you have a glass of that, so you won't eat as much anyway, right?
That's right. And, they used to say drink a big glass of water before your evening meal. Well, now I'm saying drink a big glass of juice before your evening meal, especially vegetable juices. That's going to not only make you feel full, it's going to send a signal to your brain that your body is satisfied with nutrients. A lot of times people will say to me as a nutritionist, I eat this dinner, I eat a sensible meal for dinner, and I'm hungry a couple hours after that. I'm wandering through the kitchen, I just want something else, I don't quite know what it is, and then I eat these snacks late at night, and it's putting on weight. And it's because your body isn't getting enough of the nutrients to create all the reactions it needs to create. And so you then your body is looking for more nutrients, but oftentimes we turn to the very worst things, a cookie, a little bowl of ice cream, potato chips. None of that is going to really satisfy the body's need for that extra nutrition. But the juice, it's like a vitamin mineral cocktail. It's going to send a great signal to the brain, and you're not going to be as hungry in the evening. And therein lies one of the great keys to beginning to lose weight and maintaining your weight.
Well, it's a great book. It's filled with great recipes and advice that you just touched on today in our interview. But Cherie, do you want to give people a website that can contact you and get information on the book?
I would love to have you join me on my website at juiceladyinfo.com. That's juiceladyinfo.com. And two things especially I want to highlight. You can read weight loss stories and testimonials by clicking on the weight loss section on the left column, and you'll read about Dave the trucker who lost 230 pounds. He has before and after pictures. Carol, who lost 135 pounds, before and after pictures. And many, many other stories and pictures are there. And then you can sign up for my free juice newsletter, and I always have lots of tips and often some recipes in that.
Great. I know you're heading down this way sometime later this summer, and I know you travel around to the different Whole Foods, so hopefully we'll have you come down to the one here in Sarasota. That'd be great.
I would love to do that, and I hope to meet you then. I love Sarasota, a beautiful city.
Cherie Calbom, the Juice Lady's been our guest, the Juice Lady's Turbo Diet, and we look forward to talking to you again. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.